Is you rolling with me? Cause if you is, you ain't rolling for free. I ain't your bestie, your friends, they don't know me. You wanna get to know me, cash the only way you show me. Broke bitches beat it, good pussy like my pistols only. Get it when I need it.
Peace. Welcome to another episode of Let's Talk Shop, episode 3, here on Raheem Blake TV. So whether you true here, you new here, or just strolling through here, welcome. Without further ado, let's just get straight into it. I ain't even gonna waste y'all time. So for episode 3, I want to talk about health in every aspect of the word. This goes for men in general, but I want to emphasize Black men specifically, melanated men rather, pardon self. I wanted to focus on health and how important, how vital our health is, because we talk a lot about fashion, music, what kind of car you driving, what kind of shorty you got on your arm, your jewelry, all that, but we don't really talk about, our health, which is our biggest asset, is how you treat your body, like what you do to your body and how you moving out here. When I was living in Atlanta, for about 2.5 years, and I came back a better person. I couldn't really deal with Atlanta. Atlanta was just too wild for me. But when I came back from Atlanta, I came back a completely different person. For most of my 20s, I had an alcohol addiction. I was a functioning alcoholic for most of my 20s. Wasn't until I got older until I realized I actually have alcohol abuse runs in my family, especially on my dad's side. Very smart, intelligent men on my dad's side, hardworking people, but it is what it is. We all have it. But yeah, I had alcohol issues, and it was something that I've been trying to fight for a while. But I had an incident. I might talk about it another day. I might get into the specifics of that incident. But basically, I had a wake up call, and stop drinking. I stopped smoking back in 2020. Back in 2020, I think I might have smoked maybe 2 or 3 times. Yeah, I haven't smoked weed in years. So basically, I stopped smoking weed years ago, and I stopped drinking alcohol 4th of July 2024. So I'm about a year and a half. I've been completely sober, and it feels great, man. I don't even miss alcohol at all. I don't even be like jonesing for it or missing it. But it feels great, man. Like so many improvements came from not drinking. Lost a bunch of weight. I'm pretty lean. Like for anybody who knows me, I'm tall, but I'm pretty lean. But lost a lot of fat. My sleeping habits is way better. I sleep better. I can get way more rest with less sleep. Sleep is way more better. I feel like my testosterone went up higher. I'm able to focus a lot better. Obviously, I'm saving a ton of money because I'm not drinking. I'm not going to clubs and, spending money at the bar and lounges and stuff like that. I'm not overeating, because for anybody who grew up partying and drinking and all that, it makes you want to eat more. I forget chemically what's in it that makes you want to do that, but you drink more because you eat more. So I stopped eating more, and sex almost also got better too. Way more, I forget what that's called, your libido, or your sex drive or whatever, went up way higher. So sex is better, sex is more pleasurable, whatever. But yeah, so many improvements that came from it, and me just not being a slave to the bottle, and me being able to focus better and really look more within, and really start to really deal with reality and deal with my surroundings head on, instead of me having to distort reality and run away from everything that's going on, and be able to really tackle it head on. So what started to happen was from that, it was basically just a domino effect. I stopped drinking while I was in Atlanta. I enrolled into a gym, got a trainer because I found that I work a lot better. I'm able to work out better when I have a trainer. Where I actually have somebody that's holding me accountable. And the thing too is like when you're spending money for something, you're gonna be more. You're gonna tend to want to see results, and you're gonna hold yourself accountable more if you're spending money on it as opposed to somebody just gives you something. You're gonna take it for granted. If you're spending something, you're gonna want to get your results. I was working out 4 days a week. Started seeing results pretty quickly because again, like my family, we're pretty athletic, especially on my dad's side, very athletic, very in shape. So my body fat percentage plummeted. Um, you know, started getting like that feeling that I got when I was younger, that athletic feeling where being athletic and that adrenaline running and being more active. And then yeah, man, just started doing that. Started changing my diet. Started changing my diet more. Wasn't partying like that because I was kind of getting out of the party thing, the party phase anyway. Stopped partying. Wasn't drinking like that. And then I came back home. And came back home to Boston, and then it was just I basically just got right back to it. Found another home, found another gym, and then just got right to it. And then it's just a beautiful thing, man. Because right now I'm probably in the best space I've ever been in my life as far as like my health, and then with my mental, I'm able to like I said, focus more, be able to focus on things that I'm more passionate about. I'm getting back into music, you know, from an artistic standpoint, where not even just from an artistic standpoint, but just me just having fun. Me just having fun and not putting so much pressure on myself where I got to make this kind of song. I got to do this. I got to do that. But just doing it where it's recreational and I'm willing and I'm ready to have fun again and just be myself. With regards to it being like a domino effect, I started really doing research and really getting into like the things that I'm addicted to that's just a detriment to my health, and start cutting out sugar because I'm like a sugar fiend, bro. Like candy, Sour Patches, Twizzlers, goddamn, um, gummy bears, cookies, brownies, like all that type of shit. So, been cutting out sugar. Um, starting to eat more cleaner, and that's when I known about it for years, but then I started getting into CMOS. So shout out to True CMOS. I actually just finished this. This is strawberry flavor. This is CMOS gels. So I actually order like maybe every month or so. I order CMOS gels, and peace to True CMOS. They're good people, man. They got great products, man. And if you know anything about CMOS, you know what the benefits are from it. I'm starting to feel it, cause I think they said within like 3 months after daily use, you start seeing like the results from it. But I'm slowly seeing it now. Just picked this up in the mail. More CMOS. I don't know if you can see that. You know, this is mango and pineapple, and then this is another thing of strawberry, the one I just showed you, the empty joint. And then also got gummies as well, CMOS gummies. So I take 2 of these a day. And then I take 2 tablespoons of the CMOS gel every day. And that's my morning routine. And then also what I've been starting to do is, cause I was doing it back when I was in Atlanta, but I started getting back into intermittent fasting. And again, beautiful thing, man. I do 16 and 8 intermittent fasting. So my window is from 6 a.m. to 2 in the morning. I wake up early, so from 6 a.m. to 2 p.m. that's my window. and then I'm just off 16 hours, and then I'm back on at 6 a.m. the next day. Then on weekends, I kind of just like play with it because I'd be, sleeping and just doing my thing. But I say all that to say that we gotta start, melanated men, especially melanated women too, especially. But to the men out there, we had to really take take pride in our health. We'll spend money on clothes, we'll spend money on jewelry. You do maintenance on your car, but we don't do maintenance on our bodies, man. And I get it, like, and rightfully so. We have like a strong like suspicion and a distrust for doctors, and rightfully so. I understand why any melanated man wouldn't trust doctors, and I get that. But if you're not, regularly going to the doctors, I mean, we should, realistically. But if you're not, we should still be taking some type of initiative as far as like watching our health, because whether you go to the doctors or not, we got to still be, aware of like what we're eating, what we're putting in our bodies, what we're ingesting, all that type of stuff. We gotta really take heed to that. And like I said, I feel awesome, bro. This is like the best I felt. I'm starting to get my rest more. Like, and it's all a daily thing, because I'm not gonna act like I got it all figured out. I still have like my problems with sugar and everything. I'm still cutting the sugar out. I'm eating less of it, but I want to like cut it down to like a real low minimum. Minimize bread, that sort of thing. But we really need to start really taking care of our health. Like I said, not just physically, but mentally as well, which leads me to my next point. So, with porn, we need to stop watching porn, bro. That shit is that's probably one of the worst things that we can lay our eyes on. Because for people like my age, that's in their 30s, like early 30s, even 40s, you grew up on like DVDs and stuff, like DVDs, and you steal something from your dad, or your uncle, or brothers, or you might get something from like somebody else, passing DVDs or whatever. Anybody know Cherokee, Roxy Reynolds, Pinky, all that type of shit? They grew up on that. If you know. So before, it was kind of like you had to go find it, you had to go seek it out, and it wasn't readily available. Now you can literally just go on your phone, and it's freaking, not even a library. It's a whole freaking world. This whole galaxy of like just anything your mind can fathom, any type of degenerate, sick, twisted sexual fantasy you can think of, you can find online, and you can just completely get submerged in it. So there really is like no cap. There really is no ceiling, or like no gun line as far as like what's too much. And to the point where a lot of us are just like desensitized and stuff. And you gotta think, like, this generation now, they're not social. They don't really know how to talk to each other. People don't like talking on the phone, and we're just becoming like more and more just desensitized, and just so reclusive. Not even reclusive, because I'm reclusive, but to the point where like it's just like just socially awkward and retarded. With regards to interacting with the opposite sex. And with the I studied semen retention for the last like 5 to 7 years, and I try to do it and try to practice it. And there's times when I'll go weeks, sometimes even months, and then fall off the wagon, get back to it, relapse, because again, porn, because even when you go on IG, bro, IG, YouTube, all that, like pictures that girls had to like pictures that like girls that really liked you used to send you. You had to like really talk to a girl and really like for her to get comfortable with you, for her to send you the type of junk that you can see online. You can see everything. You can see everything. Like, I don't even got to get into it. You know what it is. Like, you can just see everything now to the point where it's like, you're like I said, we're just so used to girls just being naked now. Like, it's insane. So with regards to the porn, like, again, as far as like mental health is concerned, like, we gotta like really minimize it. And again, I understand like nothing's like an overnight thing. Like, even if it's just a thing, even to the point where it's like, even if it's just like a diet, you just put yourself on a diet, or just a little bit, really none. But we really gotta just like practice just not doing, just not um dealing with that at all. But even just bring it to a minimum. And because the thing too is that even with our sperm, bro, it has so much power in it. So much power in life is in our sperm that we just give away to to energies and entities that we don't even understand, that I don't even fully even understand yet. Like watching videos or whatever, because it's for life. It's for sex, and it's for creating life, because there's a purpose to it. It's not just something that's just to be given away just willy nilly to just to get like a quick like dopamine, like quick like dopamine hit that you get. Like me, I like, because you can get that from anything. You get it from the gym, like how I do. You get it from the gym. You get it from music. You get it from food. You get it from running. You get it from there's all types of different places you get it from, but that's like the most common, like quickest way you can get it. Because as again, as vast as this computer is, as vast as our cell phones is, as much as we can do with it, that's the most common thing that is used for porn. And let me also mention this too, that I think is also important, just to give you an example. This week was kind of off for me because it was Christmas time, because the gyms is closed, and you got Christmas, and then people are running around in traffic, and that sort of thing. So my week was kind of off this week. I worked out Monday. I didn't work out Tuesday because I had to go to physical therapy. Wednesday, I didn't go. It was Christmas Eve, and I just felt like sleeping in. I didn't feel like even going nowhere that day. Didn't go. And then Christmas Day was closed, so I can only work out yesterday. I actually did 2 sessions. I actually did 2 separate sessions to make up for the previous for that week, for the previous days leading up to Friday. So I had to do 2 sessions, and TMI, I masturbated this week, and what I noticed is that I felt a lot weaker, bro. I felt a lot weaker when I was doing my workouts, because normally if I'm practicing semen retention and there's like long gaps in between, I'm able to work out at a high rate, and my strength is still there. My I'm able to recover. I'm able to recover a lot faster, and I'm able to get through my workouts like with no, because obviously this is gonna be a challenge because it's training. It's not supposed to be easy, but I felt particularly drained and particularly just tired and fatigued more than I usually would. And again, I know I did 2 sessions, like full body workouts, and like I was benching and push-ups 15 to 1, 15 sets. So I was doing a lot of working out, granted, but I was particularly drained, and I know it's because I'm not practicing semen retention. And there's so much that comes with that, because even with the semen retention, not only are you a lot stronger, not only do you recover better, not only are you able to sleep better, but you're able to focus a lot better. And what it also does is your mind's a lot more clearer, and you're able to what's it called? You're able to practice a lot more discipline, and abstain from a lot of different things, because you're abstaining from the flesh, or in this sense, porn. And for a man, when we're able to control our sexual cravings, we're able to conquer the world. If you can conquer your sexual energy, and you're not able to fall victim to porn, you're not able to fall victim to women on the street or whatever. And there's so much that goes with that too, because even when when you don't control your sexual urges, what starts to happen is that it starts to become degenerate after a while, and it starts to become wicked in a sense, because when you're out, you're not even able to enjoy and bask in feminine energy. You sexualize everything, especially when we live in times when you got women, you got he she's, and you got dudes posing as women, and you got he she's out there that are preying on heterosexual men, and they're trying to feed on your sexual urges, and they can latch onto you and do all type and just play with your head, because you're so focused on sex and having sex and just getting with them, and you'll blow past like warning signs. Like they'll have like BBLs, and that's why I don't even like BBLs and like a shit ton of makeup and wigs and all types of shit, because it could really it can catch people. It happens. Like I've seen women, I've seen people like I'm thinking that's a woman, like, oh shit, that's a dude. Like, and you'll catch yourself. Cause if you're not like focused and if you're not grounded, it'll catch you. You feel me? So even when it comes to like porn and everything, we gotta like really, really really either bring it to a minimum, or just completely shut it down, which I'm in the process of trying to just get that completely out of my system, where I don't even want to even desire it. Because again, like I be seeing shit online where it's like I can't even watch this shit no more. You just start seeing just all types of weird shit, advertising, because everything's all advertising now. Everything's all advertising and sponsors and stuff like that. Just like when you see rappers, same thing when you watch a football game, NBA, you see people that's trying to promote stuff to you. And then you'll see all types of wicked shit in between you getting ready to watch some more wicked shit. They'll try to catch you up and try to introduce some weirdo stuff to you, that which I'm not even gonna say online with like weirdo stuff. If you're in them circles, if you watch that, then you already know what I'm talking about. So yeah, man, I say all that to say, like, as men, especially as melanated men, because we have so many traps and so many different entities and so many people that conspire to destroy what it is that we're trying to do. And the best way is what we eat and what we voluntarily indulge in, whether it's music, whether it's sexual, whatever. That's the stuff that we voluntarily do. So if it's to the point where it's basically just on autopilot, white supremacy and whatever you call it, they don't really got to do anything, because they're doing it on their own. They drink a shit ton of soda, goddamn candy, fast food, porn, hookers, all types of wild stuff. So like I said, this is probably like the best I've ever felt in my life, and I want to just keep getting better and better. And peace, love, and light to all my air likes out there. That's making the adjustments. That's in the gym regularly. That run, not watching porn, staying focused. Trying to find creative vices to keep themselves creative and to keep those creative juices flowing and to keep themselves out of trouble. And that's practicing discipline and restraint and abstinence from things that don't serve you. In this case, bad food, porn, especially porn, bad food, porn, and just non-exercising and non-physical movement. So again, peace to True CMOS. Check them out. TrueCMOS.com. I got a membership, and I order my stuff there. I got CMOS gels, CMOS gummies. I got these electrolyte packs. These packs that you mix in your water for electrolytes. I don't drink them as much as I should. I have them, I was drinking a lot of them. I drink them every so often because I got to remember to pack them so I have them when I go to the gym. But electrolyte packs. I eat a lot of honey too. I can't remember last time I used powdered like white sugar for whether it's cooking or whatever. It's just straight honey. And I also my first time, so I'll probably do a video on that too. I just bought raw sea moss, like raw wild caught like sea moss, like so. I'm excited about that because I always heard about that, but now I get to actually really see what that's about. So I'll probably make smoothies with them and maybe put them on like desserts, like little desserts or whatever it is that I eat. So I'll probably, just think of going on the internet and think of creative ways. And for anybody that's watching this, please by all means go in the comments and cause I'm new to this as far as like raw sea moss. I only eat the gels. Give me some suggestions on the best way to ingest it. Like what you like to mix it with, what kind of smoothies you make, what kind of gels you make, what kind of foods or things that's edible that you eat that you put the sea moss on. Cause I gotta clean it and do the whole ritual as far as preparing it before I ingest it. So for anybody out there that really knows a lot about sea moss, throw that in there too. So that's it, man. I just want to just speak to my melanated brothers out there, my ALIKes that's taking their health serious, or for people, or for the ones that aren't and are at the point where they know we gotta start making those adjustments, especially as we get older. Cause I'm 33, so we gotta start making those adjustments and really start focusing on our health. And cause it's not about how old you are, it's about how you feel. And I feel like I'm 23. I feel like I'm 23, 24 years old. So we gotta just keep that fire and keep that inspiration and keep that passion going to want to better ourselves and want to be healthy and set an example for the youngest out there, to take care of themselves and not just think that it's a young man's game. Like we want to be able to live long healthy lives, and be able to make moves. And I want to inspire y'all because I'm at the point now where I'm 33 years old and I feel like my life is really just beginning as far as me really tapping into my skills and really tapping into my potential. And I want more of us to start getting into that mode where as we get older, once we are ready and we are mature, that we can actually start getting into our purpose and getting into the things that we're passionate about. We're healthy, that we can do it. Because some of us are blessed and fortunate enough to be able to catch on to things a lot sooner than others. But some of us we take time to make mistakes and learn before we get to the point where we know where we want to be and what we're supposed to be doing. And hopefully we're alive and healthy enough to actually to do it. You feel me? So that's just what it is. So yeah, man, this is my this is Let's Talk Shop episode 3. I'm gonna do another one either tonight or tomorrow, and I'm basically gonna drop these back to back because, like I said, I gotta start being consistent. So I didn't drop anything last week because I've been bullshit. I ain't gonna hold you. Well, no matter say bullshit, I'm always being constructive, but I've been bullshitting as far as like not being consistent with this. And cause I like doing this, I enjoy it. So, I just been doing this, constantly working. I just, shot more visuals. So I'm just, just stacking, moving, shaking, and popping. But I got some exciting things in store for y'all going into next week, man. We're gonna go into 2026 with a lot of momentum, So that's just what it is. But peace, love, and light, take care of yourselves, Black men, melanated men, take care of yourselves. Keep striving, keep thriving, and keep flying and providing for you and yours. So till next time, man. Peace, love, and light. One.